Live. Hi, everybody. Cam's a fucking knob. Right, welcome to Transfer Talk. I guess the opener didn't work. How's everybody doing? Right, we will talk about Messi, but I'm be under no illusion. There's no fucking clickbait here, ladies and gentlemen. We're not buying Lionel Messi. If you ever thought that that was a possibility, you've played too many video games. It's just not happening, is it? Oh, there we go. There's the graphics that we're after. Nice one. Right, let me get into my notes. Right, so United, apparently according to Sport, are in a position to make a move for the Barcelona legend after he submitted a transfer request. In The Guardian, they said United are not interested in signing Lionel Messi. Romano said Messi wants to activate the clause to leave Barcelona immediately, so FCB also confirmed. Barcelona position is clear. Messi has a €700 million release clause. The free clause expired in June. Now, I know that there's some little bit of a back and forward over this release clause. Supposedly, he's trying to argue the case that because the season's only just ended and because of the way all the timelines have changed and all the rest of that sort of stuff, that he thinks he can still get out of his contract for free. Good fucking luck with that. I don't think that's going to happen in the slightest. Ramon Plains, who's the technical secretary at Barca, says we do not contemplate any contractual exit because we want Messi to stay. Internally, we are working for long hours to find the best solution for the club and for Leo. Look, he might leave Barcelona. There's not a fucking prayer that he's coming to Manchester United. If it's 700 million that United needs to sort out for him, that's how much debt we're in. I think they would rather just wipe the debt out than sign Messi. Look, they're rubbing and ahhing over 30 million for David fucking Brooks. You're going to have to pay Messi 3 times that in salary. On top of whatever you would have to pay him. For all the people like shirt sales and fucking Adidas would come in their pants over it and all the rest of it. Right, no. Just no. I'm sure Manchester City is a very real option for the guy. And I'm sure he'll be pretty good in that team because he's not bad at football, is that little Messi fella. But there's not a prayer of him coming to United. If I was rating this, it's a -5 out of 10. It's ridiculous. I actually think I think the most likely thing to happen is Barcelona sack everybody he doesn't like and he gets a new deal worth 3 million a week. I reckon that's more likely than him moving to anywhere whatsoever. I just don't see it. Does anyone sitting here in the comments saying, yeah, I'm having that. I'm having that Messi at United. You're all idiots and he is coming. Please let me know so I can block you. Right, Coutinho next. Now, again, this is another one. Makes fucking no sense. Bayern Munich have opted not to exercise their option to buy the Brazilian for €120 million. That's a interesting figure. Reported by Marca that the player is unsure about his future at the club and would prefer a move to the Premier League. Aye, fucking would he. Various Premier League clubs, according to Marca, United, Arsenal and Chelsea, have inquired about his situation. After winning the Champions League with Bayern, the Brazilian said in a post-match interview that returning to Barcelona with a lot of enthusiasm, it was always the club I dreamed of playing for. But despite this, his agent, Kia Jarabchin, who has got good links with Chelsea, it must be said, confirmed that he is keen on a move to the Premier League. Can I see Coutinho playing for United? Fucking no. This is a player supposedly wants 120 million. He's very much in the Sanchez kind of mould and sort of role in the team, right? Obviously, he's young and he's a little bit quicker. United need a right winger. We don't need another left forward that goes into the fucking mixer with Martial and Rashford, yeah? Oh, he's different to them. He obviously plays a little bit deeper. He's a bit of a playmaker. But United need a right winger, right? If we've got 120 fucking million in the bank and we're like, Brazilian guy that doesn't last very long everywhere, kicks up a fucking fuss and gets moved on loads, or an English guy that does that. An English guy in a position that we'd really want, actually. Of course it's going to go to fucking Sancho. If you've got that sort of cash lying about, stop looking at the Brazilian one and start looking at the one that you've been wanting for a couple of fucking years that actually solves a problem that we've got in the team, not adds to a selection problem with 2 players that you're pretty fucking happy with. Call me old-fashioned. So expect him at Chelsea in about a fortnight. Benoit Badiashile. Badiashile. I ain't seen fuck all of this dude, to be honest with you. But United have reportedly had a €25 million bid rejected by Monaco. And it says apparently unless they make a Martial-like unrefusable bid for him, he will stay at the club. Nico is a centre-half for anyone who's interested. Big fella. Niko Kovac said he's told the board that he wants to keep the Frenchman and that they should reject all bids for him. That's just standard. Mohamed Bouhafsi has said Bayer Leverkusen, who've been in talks to sign the player for weeks, intend to come back with a new offer. He played 5 games this season. They've started their season again at centre-half. He's 19 years of age. Played 1 game in Ligue 1, and he managed to score. Last season he played 20 games for Monaco, 16 in Ligue 1, and he kept 3 clean sheets. Transfer market value him at about 18 million. Add a United tax on that, and yeah, it's probably like 50, 60 million. It's just the way we get absolutely rinsed in transfers, isn't it? Next up then, we have got... I've just clicked on the wrong thing. Koulibaly. Big fan of this guy. The sort of leader, the sort of absolute beast that we need at the back. De Laurentiis, the Napoli president, says, Koulibaly going to leave. You've got to ask City, United and PSG. They're the only clubs that have money to sign him. I've seen many buzzards on the transfer market. You know who they are. They seem to be waiting to swoop in, but... we have impenetrable armour and they'll not get what they want at the prices they want. That's from Romano. Fucking what now? Many buzzards on a... Mate, he's rumoured to be going for 100 million. You're hardly having your fucking pants pulled down, are you? Jesus. Right. I see many buzzards on the transfer market. You know who they are. They seem to be waiting to swoop in, but we have impenetrable armour. Mate, it's a fucking transfer move. Stop getting all poetic about it. Do you want to sell him? No. Bye. Look, I like Koulibaly, I really do, but I've just got this feeling that Pep Guardiola's just been given the fucking absolute banger black fucking credit card at Manchester City, and he is going to go bananas with it. And I reckon Koulibaly's getting banged on that credit card, just like Ake is. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said earlier, if Lionel Messi ends up going on it as well. Because City acted like financial fair play didn't exist when they was pretending to play by the rules. Now they've took UEFA to court and had a decision overturned but still got fined. I don't know how that works. But basically, what that court decision has meant is financial fair play definitely doesn't fucking exist anymore. So Manchester City are going to be like, oh, you thought we was taking a piss before? Check this out. So I would expect them to do some eye-watering shit at the moment with transfers. Koulibaly will not be an issue. They'll just start peeling 20s off until someone says yes. And it could go down to the wire with Messi with them as well. Although, like I said, my gut instinct is Barcelona sack everybody, make Messi the manager, rename it to the fucking Camp Leo, and let him do what he wants. Sancho then, obviously. United have had talks with some alternatives, and the club are prioritising putting their efforts, held off talks with some alternatives for Jadon Sancho, and are prioritising putting our efforts into a deal with Sancho, according to Duncan Castles. Ian McGarry of the Transfer Window podcast said, our information is that United and Borussia Dortmund are comfortable with the positions they're in regards of selling Sancho. United don't expect Dortmund to agree the details of the payment structure that United proposed until potentially the end of the window. And there's currently an impasse with conversations between the two. United believe it'll happen. Sancho believes it'll happen. His representatives feel it'll happen. And whatever Dortmund say in public, they also believe that they'll sell. Is it dead yet? Or are United going about their business quietly? Personally, I do think this has always been the case. If United put in an acceptable bid, Jadon Sancho's a Manchester United player. The problem is, United have always had the potential to fuck this up. And do you know what? Like, yeah, just steaming in there and giving him 120 million isn't good business. I did read something the other day about there's a dividend issue at the end of August, which means that United aren't going to even touch what the money's going on until September. I don't know enough about the financial markets to know if that's a thing that could or should happen. It sounds like a thing, doesn't it? So it's easy to get sucked into something like that. It might also be the case of United want to save $1 million on wages by signing him a month later than they could have done. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest for United to do something like that. United do need to get someone in, and Sancho for me ticks a lot of the boxes. Unfortunately, I think it'll be Sancho and then one or two 20 to 30 to 40 million pound signings after that, when realistically we could probably do with 3 to 4 80 to 100 million pound signings, because that's what a first team, first choice, potential world class player costs you nowadays. It's just a sad way it fucking is, isn't it, at the moment? My gut feeling on Sancho, I'm still in the likely to happen camp. I'm not losing my mind about it. I know like there's a lot of people flipping out and wigging out at things all over the place. There is a lot of time left in the window. No, it isn't my preference that United leave it till the last minute, but there still is a lot of time. It is October. Unfortunately, the league will have got underway by then, but it is October when it opens again. So when it closes, so it's one of those that we can do. For those of you who've seen anything about Badiashile, fucking that fella, Benoit, let us know what he's all about, because like I said, I will watch a bit of him, but as it stands right now, I don't know enough of him to tell you whether that was a banging signing or a load of fucking blasky boo. People in the comments saying Pau Torres, or the Monaco guy that I can't even spell. Why haven't we replaced Fred? We are starting the season again with an aging Matic and that clown who can't handle the press. Well, they give Matic a contract for a reason, and Fred's always going to be your backup. I don't think having Fred McTominay as backups in the squad is the worst thing in the world, to be honest with you. I think they're both capable backups. You're not going to have 6 world-class first-choice players to play in a three-man midfield. It just doesn't work like that. Only player I've seen another club sign that we should have signed is Ake, but I think he picked City over United. I don't think we was even in for him. I think Ollie said nice things to him on camera. Did that mean a bid went in? Not really. Any rumours of us selling players? There isn't, actually, considering that there's a lot of players that we'd all like off the books, but there isn't. Any rumours of us selling players? No. Any new contracts inbound? I haven't seen any. Is McTominay good enough? As a backup, absolutely, yeah. Not as first choice. Damien says, Howson, considering we have 8 proper crap players who are transfer listed, why aren't we seeing outs as well? Why doesn't anyone on the board lose their job for poor performances like managers do? I mean, the board question is a good one. Yeah, you'd have to say, since he took over as CEO, Ed Woodward, has he done a good enough job? On some fronts, the club will probably point towards increased revenue, but I'm sorry, fucking Bournemouth's revenue increased 4 or 5-fold in that time because the bulk of the money came through TV revenue. Have you maximised United's own media channels? I don't think so. We said ages ago, didn't we? If United had some sort of Netflix-style thing where you could just go season by season, because they own the rights to them games. They can show them games. They show them on MUTV. They put clips of them on YouTube and stuff like that. United could have their own Netflix-style shit where they could go, right, how good was Brian Robson? Tell you what, let's go back to 1984. Let's watch that Barcelona game. Bosh. HD streaming. Fucking right. How much would you pay for that? I'd pay 25, 30 quid a month for that, me. No problem. Why haven't they done stuff like that? Because you get 1 million people doing that, that's 200-300 million a year you could bring in. Like, for me, they're not maximising their own media channels. And shit like that is a tap-in for that to do. They think they've got 500 million fans worldwide. Okay, we'll start getting some more money out of them then, because you don't even bring in a £1 per fan, which is nowhere near good enough. Should we sell Lingard and Phil Jones? I think you could replace Jesse, Mata, Angel Gomez, technically, and Andreas Pereira with Grealish. You look at the wages that those 4 are on, or were on, combined, you would save probably 2/3, 3/4 of that, and Jack Grealish could play all of the games that those guys was going to get. Maybe he's not first choice, but he might get 20 games out of that instead of what they was all going to get, and he's better than all of them. That is how you upgrade a squad. You go, hang on, I've got him who's not good enough, him who's not good enough, him who's not good enough, and him who's now a bit old and not very quick. clear them away. One player does the job of all of them. And he's better than all of them. That, to me, is just simple maths. Is it pants off if we sign Messi or pants off if Phil Jones leaves? I think the pants are staying on. Should we be scared if City sign Messi, or are we better off with building a team? I don't think Messi flops. I don't think he does anything like he did in La Liga with Barcelona. But obviously he suits the way Manchester City play, and Guardiola would clearly do anything to bring someone like Messi in, and he would have a system perfectly suited to getting the best out of him. I've got no doubt. Should we be scared? Well, what are you scared of? We weren't going to win the title this year anyway. I mean, I don't know if that's news to anyone, but it shouldn't be. We was always going to be fighting for improving where we were, not necessarily going for a title. And I make City favourites for this season. They're fucking favourites for this season. They just bottled it. So City win another title after spending 700 million on one fucking player. Sound. Greatest manager ever. Nope. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Cheers for tuning in. If you've not checked it out already, head over to the Stretford Paddock FC channel. Highlights of our first win against Charlton FC are out on there. It took us a little bit longer to get the highlights out. Couldn't download them. We have got another game this weekend. If you'd like to know what all that's about and come and watch some live football, come and tune in. Come and check out the lads if you're local. We're posting the details for that a little bit later on. And it'd be nice to see some of you down there. There was about 200 or so watched us last weekend, which is fucking wicked, isn't it? If you'd like to see how we're getting on and come and watch, then head over to the Stretford Paddock FC channel, watch the game, or if you're in the area, we're playing Urmston Town Vale. We're playing at Barton Clough, just near the Trafford Centre, on Saturday at 3 p.m. Come and join us. It's free. See you in a bit. Laters.